Bloomberg, Elon Musk's joke isn't funny anymore. Yes, the attacks on Elon Musk just keep on happening. Okay, so I'm going to break my silence about this. I have a theory why they're going after Elon Musk. But let's jump into the story and then I'll tell you my theory. A column by Liam Denning, who probably knows no humour whatsoever, at Bloomberg News argues that Tesla CEO Elon Musk's antics towards employees, investors and the general public are growing worrisome. Really? I thought they were kind of cool, actually. I have a newfound appreciation for Elon Musk. But anyway. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has had an unusual 2018 as far as it goes for chief executives. He's launched a line of flamethrowers, which I fucking love, but anyway. He shot a Tesla car into space, and he began dating a musician, Grims. I don't know who that is. And it's just the beginning of it. In a column of Bloomberg News on Friday, Liam Denning blasted Musk for his erratic behaviour. I don't think it's erratic. I think... Erratic? Not really. I think he's just having fun, to be honest. Danny argues that Musk's behaviour is driving both employees and investors crazy. Really? I thought about investing in the company because of it, but anyway. Denning took aim at Musk's Thursday appearance on the Joe Rogan podcast. Now we get to the crux of the argument, which, and by the way, argument, I mean sledging, which included a segment which Musk sounded more like a high college student than a CEO of a massive tech conglomerate. Throw in a whiskey and a joint, and at the end of it, you were deep into something approximating a television therapist session and those deep in the night college debates that are, for the most of us, mercifully haze memory. Quote, Earth is a giant ball of lava with a thin crust on top, which we think of as like the surface. Sounds like something you just made up to poke fun of, but it was actually something said by a man running a 48 billion entrepreneur deemed by many to be a serious undervalued. On Friday morning, Tesla's chief accounting officer, Dave Morton, made his resignation from the company public. His resignation letter more heavily implied that Musk's public behaviour had frazzled him. Don't think he actually did. My understanding was that he said he couldn't handle the stress of running the company. But anyway. Quote, since I joined Tesla on August the 6th, a level of public attention placed on the company as well as placed within the company have exceeded my expectations, he said in a statement. He has literally just said then about the public level of attention placed on the company as well as placed within the company. So he's actually talking about pressure, about the pressure from alternative media and whatever it may be, actually focusing on the company. This has very little to do with Elon Musk, but let's keep going. As a result, this caused me to reconsider my future. I want to be clear that I believe strongly in Tesla, its mission and the future prospects. I have no disagreements with Tesla's leadership or its financial reporting. Denning commented on the resignation of Morton, writing, can I be only one not terribly assured by the letter part of the statement from a man who jumped ship after 29 days, and to think he got out even before Musk decided to excess his expectations still further by blazing up on camera. It turns out that I'm not only the one reassured by all this. Tesla's HR chief told Bloomberg News she was quitting. The stock fell another 8% on Friday morning, revising levels seen in the panic of late March. Tesla is now worth roughly $21 billion less than it was at the time immediately after Musk's infamous funding secured tweet. Goldman Sachs has also joined the list of those no longer entertained by Musk. The firm predicts a 30% drop in Tesla's stock price over the next 6 months. Okay, so I'll deal with the stock price in a sec because that's sort of a side thing, a side venture or a side point. What do I think is actually going on? Okay, so I don't think that Tesla or stock dropping, people attacking Elon Musk and whatnot has anything to do with him being on camera, smoking a joint, or drinking scotch. I think it was scotch. What I think it has to do, and this is where I'm going to strap on my alfoil hat for the second time today, I think it has to do with the fact that he went on to alternative media. What do I mean by that? So, he went on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I will try and bring it up here. Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. So he went on Joe Rogan's, Elon Musk went on Joe Rogan's stream. To give you an idea of how many views this has had, over the past 6 days is over 11.9 million views. In less than a week, this has had just shy of 20 million views. So why do I think this is important? Because at the end of the day, mainstream media would have killed to get this. And this is a way that Elon Musk subsequently has gone through and basically, yeah, you've got failing mainstream media that has literally gone through, is flat out getting ratings, flat out getting views, whatever it may be. And at the end of the day, Elon Musk decides to jump onto alternative media, sit on an interview for 2.5 hours, smoke a joint with a little bit of cigarette, with a little bit of tobacco. He didn't inhale it, by the way. Have a drink, have a scotch or 2 or 3 or whatever it was, and sit around with Joe Rogan for 2 hours plus and shoot the shit. This is a mainstream media's wet dream. They would have loved this to happen. They would have loved this to happen on their show. But instead of going on mainstream media and doing this, he went on Joe Rogan's. And that is where I think we've got the problem. That is why mainstream media is cracking the shits over this. Because at the end of the day, he has picked alternative media and they are scared shitless that other huge celebrities like Elon Musk will do the same. They are worried people like Bill Gates, for example, Steve Jobs, if he was still alive. These big power plays, these big personalities that would normally go on mainstream media, all of a sudden are going to be jumping on alternative media. It's legitimizing it. It is giving it more power than it already has. And as it is, they're already losing elections. They already can't handle what is happening with alternative media. But, and this is the thing, and this is the interesting thing. If you have a look at Tesla's stock, here it is here. Let's go back 5 days. There it is down there. Literally right as he went on Joe Rogan. Right? Just down there. And all of a sudden, it's gone back up to 290. Now, the price of Elon Musk's stocks for Tesla have been going down for a while. They were up at around 335. They went down to 263, which I believe is roughly, about a month ago? That would have been about a week ago, actually. That would have been the show. But it's bounced back. It has actually gone back to higher than it was beforehand. But the funny thing is that mainstream media is not talking about that. I wonder why. I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. Why do you think mainstream media is still trying to go after Elon Musk? Do you think at the end of the day it's because of the fact he jumped on alternative media? Do you think he legitimized it? Do you think I might be correct when I say this sort of stuff? Or at the end of the day, do you think I'm wrong? Do you think it's just the fact that they just don't like him? Is it because of the fact that he's just, I don't know, he doesn't have the right political views, or because he's not censored, or because he's not pushing progressive views, or a combination of things? Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.